Matt is live as well.
What's up, guys?
Hey, welcome back to Happy Hour.
Good evening. Welcome. I am Matt.
I am Amanda.
This is Happy Hour. So last week, I think you guys may have caught the first episode where we just kind of introduced each other and talked about our relationship and how we've gotten from day 116 to fast forward 15 years later, and we're 31, 32 years old. So
I am not 32 yet. Don't even put it on there.
tomorrow, one more day.
Not even a day.
It's my last day to kiss a 31-year-old. So today we have on the agenda, just to clarify again, we're just talking about relationship stuff and marriage, and just how we get along, and just this has kind of been kind of therapeutic for us as well, just because it's a weekly project for us. It's something that we kind of put both of our insight in together, and it's pretty cool. It kind of gives us something to focus on and helps us grow, and we're hoping that you guys
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, because Sundays are lazy days, so it's nice to have
100%.
something planned.
Yeah.
Especially for me, because I'm a planner. Like, I love doing things.
She loves making lists and planning things, creating agendas.
Going places, one after another.
Nonstop. But
Also, I was just going to say, we have one viewer right now. Did you want to wait to start this until we get more viewers? At least one more of mine, or just keep going?
well, we can keep going.
Okay.
We got 3 cameras going. So we've got our happy hour, Facebook.
Wait, did I do it on Happy Hour? I did do it on Happy Hour. That's probably why nobody's viewing it.
Right. So we got our happy hour live. And then we've also got my personal Facebook Live. And also I dropped a link earlier for our YouTube Live. So there are
Which is
1,
right down here.
2, 3 cameras we have right now in front of us.
Yep.
So if it looks weird if we're not like looking at you, it's because we're streaming across multiple platforms.
Yeah, so we're looking down.
Yeah. So, and you'll get the best quality audio on our YouTube channel as well, because you'll actually be linked up to our mic versus our onboard recording device on our mobiles. So,
is this thing on? Hello?
Yes, it'll be very loud and creepy right now. So, without further ado, topic of discussion.
All right, episode 2, arguments. Everybody argues. Everybody argues. I don't care what people say. I don't care if you're in a relationship and you're like, we never fight. That's a lie. You at least argue about something. Like, if you're not, then something is wrong.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You can't be that damn perfect.
You'd have to have a clone of yourself.
Right.
Then.
Oh, and I don't even know if that's, you don't want to be like
Right.
the same I know.
We were actually having this discussion before we started this. We're like, Amanda was goofing around. She's like, we fight every day. I was like, no, we don't. And she's like, every other day.
Yeah.
And honestly, now that I think about it, there is probably a small argument or disagreement that happens on the daily.
Yes.
And the one that comes to mind is usually like, what are we going to have for dinner?
We don't really argue about that, though.
No, I mean, it's not an argument, but it's a debate, right? It's a back and forth. But anyways, so we kind of put down, but most of our episodes are pretty much just off the cuff. It's just us talking back and forth. And we usually put down some certain points, that we want to cover. And we kind of plotted out and planned throughout this last week. So the first one we have is understanding your partner or counterpart's emotions and how they express frustrations. Everybody expresses frustrations and discomfort differently.
Yeah.
People may go silent. They may just try to fade away, like that Homer Simpson meme where he just kind of fades into the bush. Yeah. Other people, it may be more evident. They may treat other people like crap because they're having a bad day or they're irritated about something. But, being able to recognize those
signs.
Yeah, those warning signs early on, I think is because the worst case scenario, like we discussed earlier, I think we argue every day, but worst case scenario is you don't want to get to this point to where communication is completely lost.
Right. That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
Communication.
Right. And I think, like we talked about, most of the time that we have an argument, it's just because we're not communicating what we're trying to say effectively and in a healthy way too.
We're just, I don't want to say yelling at each other, but we're just saying words. We're not actually listening to each other. We're just trying to go back and forth.
Yeah, like the old saying goes, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
So, so early warning signs, and we kind of touched on just a minute ago. What are
yours?
Mine, I think personally,
Your warning signs that you're irritated. I know some.
I become probably like matter of fact with people. I don't sugarcoat anything. I just tell people how it is.
He gets like a stern look. He's like, and then he does this whole like.
Do I talk with my hands like that?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, I'm like, okay.
Yes.
So just to recap,
See?
Here's what we're going to talk about.
You do.
I'd like to address this situation in this way. Yeah. When I start getting like that, it's
like you can tell when you're like you show it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do it with everybody, not just Amanda. It's
I think that's at work too. I mean,
yeah,
I've heard.
If I get frustrated with something or I feel myself getting angry, then yeah, I do like articulate a lot better.
Yeah, he like wants you to understand like every point that he's saying.
Right.
And you're just like, whatever. Well, that's how I am.
Yeah. What is it you do? What do you
How
think?
do I show irritation?
When those early signs, you're like, you're gonna get angry if this keeps on going.
My early signs. I don't know. Like, I think I'm the type where I don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
I go silent. I'm a silent, like, mad person.
Yeah.
Unless you really, really piss me off, then you will know. But
yeah, if
I'm irritated, I say okay a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Matt will start talking. I'm like, okay. Okay. Like, I just say, okay, that's it. That's the only answer he gets.
The exterior is showing that she's detached and she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
This is fine. Whatever.
I don't even make eye contact.
But inside, there's a frustration brewing. And I think it probably comes because you're just trying to figure out your feelings and emotions, you think?
Yeah.
You're trying to process
Maybe process it, yeah.
Yeah. Because again, you process your anger and frustrations differently than I do.
Yes.
So
outside, yes.
You think you're just trying to like figure out how you should handle the situation the best, or why do you do
that? Now that I'm older, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, I'm not talking to you.
Right.
Like, we will not solve this. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would just shut down.
Yeah.
So rather than that was like her hitting the eject button, right? And so rather than it getting to the point where she's super frustrated or pissed off and it escalates to that level of an argument, she just shuts down altogether.
I'm already shut down.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen. Right. Unfortunately, I think that can sometimes make the situation worse.
Well, yeah, of course, because there's no communication.
Right. And I'm the same way. Yeah. Like if I get frustrated or angry, I feel like I'm almost like, obviously this person should logically think about things like I do. So maybe if I articulate and use my hands, maybe they'll better understand.
He thinks everybody should be as smart as him.
That sounds really conceited.
But it's true.
Yeah. But I do.
Yeah.
I will say that there's been times there's been times before where I've done that and somebody will do the same thing back to me. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're right. I wasn't. I had my facts wrong or whatever. So.
I guess, yeah.
I think also when you're talking about arguments and you're seeing these early warning signs in your partner, you need to be able to empathize with them and understand that it may not be about you, you know?
Right. It could be the situation that already happened. It could be other people. It could be you're just having a bad fucking day.
Yeah. And a lot of times it sucks because in a relationship like that, you know, you're the only constant that they come home to and see every single day. Right. So as a result, you're going to be the catch-all for that frustration as well.
You're taking all of it.
Yeah. And so being able to empathize and understand and being able to take a step back, I think is important, saying, you know, okay, all this person is doing right now is just letting these emotions out.
Right.
Because
sometimes you just have to let it happen.
Right.
Then you step back and be like, okay, how should I handle this?
Right. And I think it helps too to have some clarifying questions. Like I think it's important to let your partner vent and talk about why they're pissed off or act frustrated. You know, it's okay. We're human. So if I've had a great day and I come home and she's had a shitty day, I need to understand that, you know, and not be frustrated because I'm like, oh, you're trying to kill my vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of like today. Mm-hmm. I didn't want you to kill my vibe because I actually had a good day. Like, especially even like at work and coming home, I got off at 2. Thank God.
Mm-hmm. Today I was in a funk.
Yeah.
I woke up and I'm just like, I don't want a people or adult today at all. Like I just didn't want any. He
was pissed off at our dog because we have a 7-month-old pit. Mm-hmm. And he wants to continue to eat cat poop. Okay, we're trying to figure out ways now how to stop that. Like
Right.
what we could do to put on the door so he can't get through, but Tank can. Because
Right.
our cat Tank is 28 pounds. He can't fit through the cat
He's not
doors
your
that we
typical
have.
cat, right?
Yeah, we have cat doors that were already here in this place
Mm-hmm.
for cats to go in and out to take a poop. Well, he's too fat, so we have to keep the door open.
Right. It was made cat size, not our cat Tank size.
Right. Yeah. So, anyways, he was already mad about that, and then I mean, I don't know what else irritated you. I think that was just the only thing.
That was it. And we had a pretty busy weekend.
Yeah, we were go.
I'm the type of person that whenever we go out, I absorb a lot. I absorb whatever stimulus is going on, whether it's people talking or music or in the car. I absorb all that, and so at the end of the day, I get to the point to where it's like overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I need time to shut out and detox and basically
Right.
flush all that from my system.
Right.
So that way I can do it again. And we've been going all weekend. We had a great weekend for Amanda's birthday. And so as a result, like I woke up today, I'm just like, I'm at that point where
You're just done.
I need to detach from everybody. And even sometimes it's her, like, and it's not anything against my wife. Obviously I love her very much. It's just a matter that I need to just
be by himself.
Yeah. Here for a while.
Be one with himself.
Yeah. So
usually I stay far away.
Mm-hmm.
He stays upstairs, I stay downstairs, and I'm just like, do you? Because I can't.
But today was a really good example of understanding. Like, you did an amazing job. I didn't even think about this until just now. Like, you did an amazing job because she knows how I am.
Even yesterday when we were going to the Springs, remember how irritated you were when we were at Burger King and then the gas station? And I did good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed calm. I was still happy, and
Yeah.
it's like I did good.
Yeah, and then today,
usually it's not like that.
Today she came home and we started talking. She's like, "What's going on with you?" Because she could tell I was off. And again, that's just her trying to figure out, her trying to empathize what's going on with me.
Well,
and I said,
maybe I can help you.
I was like, "We've done all this all week," and I'm just like, and she finished it for me. She's like, "You're at that point where you just need to be done." I was like, "Yeah, I'm there. Like, I just need all day just to be alone and not talk." And here I am talking.
On and on.
Right. So yeah, I think that's because it could have gone the other way. Right? You could have came home and I was in a shitty mood.
And then I would be in a shitty mood. And I tried not to be. I think I'm trying to work on that as well, because I get in these spots where I can't get out of like this irritation mode, which could happen for like a week.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be better about that.
Yeah.
So.
And then that negative energy just feeds negative energy, And so, when she's off, I need to step up my
company.
Yeah. I need to step up my game and then vice versa. So. Yeah.
I guess we went through that one, right? This?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
All right. So the next one would be picking your battles. I'm good at this sometimes. Sometimes Matt's not good at it.
Picking battles?
With me. You're not good at it.
You think?
Maybe at work and like other like situations. But I think with me, you're just I don't know. I
think what you're talking about is I'm a problem solver. Like if something's wrong with someone else, or I can tell they're off or they're upset about something, I tend to pry a little bit because I want to help. Like I want to be.
Sometimes I don't want help. Sometimes I don't need it. Sometimes I'm just like.
She wants to be alone in her head to work shit out without my help.
Yes.
And so when I pry, she's like, I just want to deal with this in my own way, in my own time. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's something that made you feel some type of way that you didn't say anything with the whole picking your battles? What's something that irritates you that I do?
There's things that you bring up.
There's tons of things.
And then there's things that that might irritate you, might make you feel a certain way on the day-to-day with your spouse or your coworker or your friend, but you just let roll because there's just no fucking point. And it's going to happen regardless. I think the one thing that comes to mind that I always, I don't want to say the word endure because it makes it sound like I'm like, that I endure is you make me a little bit of a nervous wreck when you drive. It's not that she's a bad,
and his mom.
It's not that
they freak out.
It's not that she's a bad driver.
I'm a professional, all right? Just like my daddy.
Mm-hmm. She is an aggressive driver.
I am. Oh, especially being down here. It's gotten worse down here.
Yeah.
I know.
You know that thing you were talking about with me, how I articulate, and I'm like, okay, so just so we understand, I want to make sure I'm communicating clearly and everything's crystal. She's like that, but behind the wheel.
Especially when people are in the left lane and there's nobody in the right, you don't stay in the left lane. Get over.
So yeah, I just don't say anything. I'm just glad there's that.
Sometimes you don't say anything.
Sometimes, if I truly get scared, it's usually evident, and like. If she's pulling up, I will instinctually I'll press on the brake, even though I'm the passenger side.
He holds on to the
shit handle, and I lean back in my seat and just brace. And then she'll be like, "What's wrong? Is there a problem?
Did you die?"
So yeah,
I can be aggressive, yeah.
What do you? What's one that you think that you let slide?
There's
with
one
me?
that but I won't say it. I think another one, the one that I guess irritates me that I don't really bring up is the laundry. This man will do laundry. He will. He's good.
Yep.
Soap, whatever, dryer. Yes.
We always got clean clothes, man.
That's where they stay.
Yep.
He doesn't fold them. He doesn't put them away. He doesn't do nothing. He just leaves them there.
We have.
It's irritating.
3 clean laundry baskets.
We do.
But it's one of those things you don't bring up. You just let slide because you love me. And
yeah,
it's not
but maybe I should start bringing it up. Maybe that should be one of my battles I pick.
Life's about constant growth, right?
You ain't growing, bro. It's been like this for 15 years.
Hey, there's been a lot of things. Who did your laundry?
Okay, from the time that you lived at home, right? That whole time, before moving out on your own, who did your laundry?
Up until 13 years old or so. Even before then, I think maybe 12, my mom did it. And then after that, I did it.
Okay. So what did you do?
Clean pile.
Okay. But where? You left it in the laundry room? I don't think so. Your mom would have been pissed.
Yeah, no.
So you would take it to your room at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. He just leaves them. Okay, our laundry room is down. Okay, because we have a small place. Our laundry room is down in the kitchen. Okay. Our kitchen is small as hell, okay? And he leaves it everywhere.
But it's all clean. It's not really that deep. Otherwise, you wouldn't be just bringing it up. I mean, she does periodically say something, but it's not like always in the forefront of your mind.
Every time I go in the kitchen.
So I guess I'm folding laundry later tonight.
Also, can I say another one?
Are you like trying to take this on a roll?
Hey, this is supposed to be like therapeutic, right, for us?
Okay.
Okay. The pantry.
Oh, the recyclables.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't even walk in our pantry.
It's another thing. It's like with trash, I'm gonna take it out because it smells gross. It looks gross. But
well, I'm gonna start putting shit in the recycle, so you will take it out.
With the recycle bin, it's like, well, it's it's clean paper.
But we can't even walk into the pantry, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the fair. I feel like I'm
okay, you get another one. Go do another one. On me.
I can't even think of one. I love you so much. I struggled to come up with the first.
You are such a fucking liar. You are a liar. I'm trying to think of one that.
Yeah, I can't really think of one right now. I mean, like I'm sure after the show, I'm sure I probably.
Oh, I know another one.
Of me?
No, of me with you. When I get into the car and I don't turn the car on. Yes.
So we live in Florida, and as a result, it gets hot, and cars get 90, hot.
90-something degrees today.
Amanda will get. From the time I started driving, the first thing I do when I get in my car is start my car. Then I put the seatbelt on. I make sure my mirrors are good. I say, okay, RPMs are right. The car's running.
You check your mirrors every time?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. They shouldn't move.
They shouldn't, but they could. What if somebody bumped it?
In our driveway?
Yes. It's habit. Anyways, Amanda saves the starting of the vehicle to last. It could be 140 degrees in the car.
I'm not hot.
And so as a result, I don't even say anything anymore. I just stand outside the vehicle.
Yeah.
I just stand outside. I stand outside the car and I patiently wait. And I know in the back of Amanda's mind, she
next time I'm gonna go super slow.
I just
I'm gonna be like,
because it could be 98 degrees with no breeze outside and humid, but it's a damn sight better than being inside that car when it's 140. It's been sitting there in the heat. So
I don't see a problem.
Yeah. So nice. Again, picking your battles because you don't want to be bickering all day long. Again, that negative energy, misery, love company.
If something is really important to you that you feel is important, then yeah, I think that's a battle that you should fight. But if it's something like, I don't know, miniature like this crap that we're talking about, I don't think every once in a while, yeah, but not.
You gotta like take a step back.
Not a big fight about where you're cussing, screaming, and like you don't want to see each other all day. Like that's ridiculous.
Right.
I think. Which we've come a long way from that because we used when we fought every fight.
Mm-hmm.
We did not pick our battles. We fought every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I don't even know when this was. I mean, we were working at Wendy's, and I don't even know if this is part of this, but I was sleeping. You probably remember this. He was at work, and I was sleeping at Wendy's. He was at work at Wendy's, and I was sleeping at home. I just wanted.
I was working at Wendy's. She was sleeping at Wendy's. It was weird.
I have done that. Anyways, so he called me, and he had just woke me up. So I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" Blah, 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 not really talking, and I think he got like irritated by that. So we hang up, and then he calls me back, and he's like, "I don't think this is gonna work out. I think we're gonna break up. We're breaking up." I'm like,
"Oh God!"
I was like, "I just woke up. What the hell are you? I didn't do anything." He's like, "It's not gonna work." Okay. So I took a black trash bag. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember this.
Took a black trash bag, put all the shit that had anything to do with him, threw it at his car at Wendy's, and took off.
She drove to Wendy's and made sure to make a scene.
Yeah, because he was drive-through, actually.
So yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
15 years ago. That is when that happened. So
don't call your girlfriends while they're sleeping and then break up with them the next time. Stupid.
Again, we were 16 years old.
Stupid. Okay.
Stopping arguments before they start.
A wellness check.
Yeah.
Are they okay? Should you walk away? Ask them if they want to talk later or something.
So I think most guys will agree with me that if they ask their significant other, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay?"
Oh my God, I hate when people ask me I'm okay all the time.
Right.
It irritates me.
There is such thing as overboard. And again, it goes back to our first few points where we talk about knowing your partner and how they react to negativity and frustration.
Yeah.
And being able to empathize with what could be going on in their day. But when I ask Amanda, "Are you okay?" I know enough about her to know that if she, one of two things. If she tells me no and that's a lie and something's really going on, she told me no because she doesn't want to talk about it. Number two, if she tells me no, that really just does mean no. Nothing is wrong.
Sorry, I saw Caitlin got on side.
Oh, yeah. Or if she says no and I ask her if something's wrong, that really does mean no. Like, nothing's wrong. I'm just chilling. She has the RBF.
Yep. I kind of blinked out for a second.
Did you even hear what I said?
Some of it.
I said sometimes you have an RBF.
RBF.
Resting.
You gonna say it? Bitch face?
Yes. And so it may look like something's wrong.
Oh, she just got to her hotel. Good.
What up?
Be safe.
So yeah, if I ask her if she's doing a wellness check is just basically, checking in on your partner, making sure they're okay. Yeah. If it seems like they're not, and because maybe they do want to talk or they just need to work through something.
Right. I know how Matt, when Matt's ready to talk, he'll come downstairs and he'll just be like, "Okay, I'm ready."
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll come upstairs and then he'll lightly start talking to me, kind of. And then that just,
yeah. And then again, with the whole thing, the whole goal being that
rude.
Yeah, it never gets to the point to where you guys are screaming and it's a huge fight.
We've had those.
Yeah, and I'm sure the rest of you have as well. It just happens. You have those screaming, yelling matches.
Yeah,
and you say things. It gets to this point where the one party is just trying to do whatever they can to hurt the other, and vice versa. And you're just basically throwing mud and bricks at each other, trying to cause pain. And
it's like you're trying to one up them.
Yeah. And then
pretty much.
And then you start, all this crap starts being dug up from the past, shit that happened 10 years ago.
He doesn't remember.
No, the fact that I called her, when I was 16 and she was sleepy, I vaguely remember this. I'm sure there was another prerogative or something else that happened that day.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't just because we were sleepy. I had a short temper, but it wasn't that fucking short.
It was real damn short. You should have seen how many holes I had in my bedroom.
Anyways, I think
Sorry,
you got to put yourself in the right mindset to have an adult, healthy conversation.
Yeah.
And it's extremely fucking mature if you're heated or pissed off over something that your partner has done and you feel like it should be something that should be brought to the table, but you tell them, we need to talk.
Yeah.
But not now.
Yeah.
I need to put my shit together and I need to cool myself down so we can have an adult fucking conversation about this.
Yeah. Because then we won't get through to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, for a second, can you please open up that door? Because it's hot. Sorry. We're in our spare room and it gets a little warm.
Yeah, I closed the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think putting yourself in the right mindset is extremely important.
Yeah.
To be able to have a healthy conversation. So whether that means you need to take a time out and take a step back, talk about.
Which that's me. I have to. You have to leave me alone to get my thoughts together. And
I struggle with that because I'm the one that wants to resolve
right now.
Yeah,
right then.
I
get it over with.
I don't want to be thinking about tomorrow through my work day. I want to handle it now, so that way mentally I can wrap it up and put it away and move on with the rest of my life.
No, I can't do that. You have to leave me alone for however long I think I should be left alone.
Right. And I think as a result, there's a happy medium between us. She knows that I'm going to want to resolve it sooner rather than later. And I also know that if I don't kind of take a step forward and push a little bit, it may not get resolved. It may not be something we actually talk about. Yeah. Because you will bottle it up and put it in the corner. Yeah. Which is another terrible thing to do. Again, I think
it's something you learn.
I mean, we've come to talk, what happens when you bottle it up inside and you keep putting all this crap that you should have probably talked about?
Oh, I explode. I mean,
that's what happens is you explode with frustration and anger because you didn't have the correct healthy communication about it in the forefront or in the first part. So,
well, it has to do with a lot of how you grew up too. I mean, I see being around you and your mom and stuff. Your mom wants to figure it out right then and there, and my family's not like that. My family's we might resolve this, we might not. Type of thing. I
can see that came out a lot from our background.
Yeah. Because your mom pushes. Your mom's no, we need to figure this out now. I want to know what's wrong because it's going to eat me up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's always the way it was with my family. If there was an issue or some sort of argument or disagreement, we all handled it right then. Right. And my family, as you can have, you've seen, we don't do that. Right. It could be years.
So I mean, I guess we did the whole cooling down and right mindset. So, bottom line, it's going to happen. There's going to be arguments. You're going to fight. Right. And I think it's all a part of growth, right? As we get older, we're going to change. Yeah. And grow together. And so, as those changes come along, your values and how you think about things and what's important to you, and your goals are gonna change as well. And so, there's going to be disagreements. Yep. So there's no perfect couple out there that says, "Oh, we never fight." Oh, bullshit. Yeah, there's no way. If there is, please tell me. Please tell me how you do that. Right. We'd love to know. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think essentially what we talked about is just communication is key, and don't text fight. Yeah. Don't ever fight over texting. If there's ever one black and white, oh my god! If there's ever one black and white rule that can be said across the board, no matter who you are, or where you're from, or what stage of relationship you're in, whether it's friends or family or a romantic relationship or marriage, something can be taken out of context. It's because you're reading it how you would say it to them or how you think they said it. Right. So before you put that fucking emoji in there, or those 5 exclamation points, or everything in all caps, take a pause and say, "Hey, call you in a bit." Right. Yes. because we've had a lot of texting fights. And then that's why now, like when we fight, when you text me and we're fighting, I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Right.
When I get home or when you cool down or when something other than texting happens, I'm not texting. I won't do it anymore. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah.
It hurts me. It hurts me.
Yeah. I am probably the proprietor there. I'm the one who does that probably the most. And it comes from me battling with wanting to handle the situation now, but also trying to give her space.
Right.
And so like I have all this up here going on and I'm trying to download it into something so that way I don't forget about it later. And so all my feelings and emotions are still fresh. But then I click the send button and then she's the good one who says, if you want to talk about this, come talk to me.
Yep. I'm not texting.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't.
Yeah. Because a lot of arguments too come from it. Like I think we touched on earlier, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it.
Yes. And
so you need to, that's why a step away and, hey, let's talk about this later or whatever is good, because you can figure out not only what you're trying to communicate, but how you can best communicate that to your wife or your husband or your friend or your mom or your dad or your brother or whoever.
Right.
And being able to, so that, because if you're close to that person, which you probably are, if you're having an argument, then it's going to be a relationship where you know how they react to different ways you say things.
Yeah.
How I talk to Amanda is different than how I talk to my friends or whatever coworkers.
And that irritates me too.
What? How I talk differently to other people?
Yeah. Sometimes.
How?
I don't know.
It irritates you when I talk different. I talk differently to other people just because they're different types of people? Or did you zone out again?
I didn't zone out. No, I don't know where I was going with that. I had something and then it just like went away.
Okay. Just because some people are very matter of fact. And so being matter of fact with them
I hear what you're saying now.
Is a healthy way to communicate. Yeah. Some people are very sensitive. And so sugarcoating things to a certain degree may work better with them too.
But I don't think you really should sugarcoat, especially if you're, I don't know. Like that's where I have trouble. Like if I'm arguing with people, I don't really sugarcoat it. I mean,
right. But some people are so sensitive that no matter what you say, it's going to be taken in a negative manner. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
That's very sensitive then. I mean, that's really damn sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Anyways. So.
Well, I'm just saying because look, we're at 32 minutes. We still, it's happy hour, not happy 30.
Right.
So I have some questions.
That kind of wraps up our argument portion of this segment of this episode. And I think what's the bottom line, babe, when it comes to arguments? If you were to
communication is key.
Absolutely, 100%.
Is that what you wanted me to say?
Yeah, good girl.
So it is. Communication is key. Even if you have to step back and like get your thoughts together first.
100%.
Yeah.
So the second portion, we'll probably wrap up here in the next 10, 15 minutes or so. But we didn't know how long our first episode was going to last time. It ended up going
almost over.
Yeah, we almost went over an hour last time. And we didn't know how much content we would cover or what it would look like in our first episode.
Right.
And so it was a get to know you episode where we talked basically through our relationship and how long we've been together.
Marriage, dating, moving.
We did all that in episode 1. And then we thought if there's more time, maybe we can do some silly questions just to get to know us a little bit better. And Amanda's really been looking forward to doing the silly questions. So we're going to do the silly questions because I love you so much.
Because I'm silly. We'll fight about this later.
No, we won't. It's not that deep. Pick your battles.
I thought you said it's not that dude. I'm like, what?
It's not that deep.
Okay. So I got like 25 questions that I found just randomly online. So, what's your middle name?
It starts with a G and ends with an Arrett.
A carrot?
Garrett.
Carrot.
Matthew Garrett.
Garrett. Mine's Marie. Most American white person name. Amanda Marie.
Marie after
my grandmother. Her name was Alice Marie Payne. We had the same initials. Mine's Amanda Marie Payne / Downs now, even though I haven't legally done that yet. But yeah, so we had the same initials. It's something unique and sweet for myself. Yeah. Your favorite subject in high school
This is a tough one because my favorite subject
was
that
woodwork.
is in high school now is different from what I actually enjoyed the most when I was in high school. So does that make sense?
Sure.
So looking back, my favorite subject in high school was probably
That's not there now? Is that what you're saying?
no. Like as an adult, I'm more interested in this subject than I was what subject I was actually interested in when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your favorite subject has changed since you've grown up.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
When I was in high school, my favorite subject was probably woodworking. I carried.
I
that
got it
on.
right.
Mhm.
Hey. He made me a nightlight.
Among other things.
I think I still have that.
Yeah.
What else have you made me? I think you made your mom stuff and your dad something, but I think you only made me that nightlight.
I can remember offering you different things that I made before. I think I made you a jewelry box or something.
Oh, I thought that was your mom.
No,
I don't have a jewelry box.
Again, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in high school, woodworking probably now, I would say history by far.
Yeah, now for you.
Mhm.
My favorite subject in high school.
This would be good.
Does lunch count?
Nope.
I mean, I guess my favorite would probably be just because I didn't have a favorite. I mean, I didn't like school. It would be Read 180. If anybody knows what that is. It's a special class for people that don't know how to read. We were on the computer a lot. We read a lot of books.
Well, obviously it helped.
Kind of, I guess. I mean,
You're reading
was
things
supposed-
now. Obviously, you did a 180 and turned it around.
I swear to God. Anyways, Read 180. I was really bad at English and reading and all that shit. So they made me in school do Read 180 from all through high school.
Mhm.
Freshman to senior. I was in that Read 180 class. It was really like, it helped, but it was more of a fuck around class. We
Yeah.
did nothing.
Yeah.
We read a book. You read books and you go on and you do your own thing on a computer and then that's it. So my favorite subject, what would be my favorite subject now? Damn. Well, I guess one of my other favorite subjects was music. I loved going to music class. That was my jam.
I think that would probably be the one now too.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say history too, because I mean I'm getting into it.
Mhm.
So
She says yes whenever I turn the documentaries on.
yeah, I'll watch it. It's interesting. I'm interested now more than I was as a kid because I didn't care.
Mhm.
Okay, so where am I going tonight? That's what all I cared about. I hated school. What's your favorite drink? Matt's favorite drink is Diet Coke, no ice. Diet anything, no ice.
Yes.
His favorite alcohol drink is vodka with anything diet.
I don't like regular soda, dude. Like, if I drink an
Dude,
actual,
you take some of my, you will sip on some of my pop.
if I'm really parched, but if I drink a regular Coke, I can feel like the corn syrup just coating my throat, and it's fucking nasty. She said you're reading things now.
Funny, very funny.
Well, she's congratulating you. She's saying,
She
see?
said, "Laugh my ass off." That's not congratulating me.
Oh no, she was quoting what I said. Now I understand. Okay, sorry, Ashley. But yeah,
You're like, she's congratulating.
I misread that. But if I drink anything that's like regular Coke or something,
Oh, and he loves water. He loves water.
yes.
We have like 12 he has 12 of these on his nightstand every night.
I go through 3 or 4 at night and probably another 8 solid throughout the day.
This is what I hear. Here, hear me that. In the middle of the night. That's what I hear at night or
Because
in the morning.
well, I'm sure I'm not alone here. I'm not the only one that sleeps with their mouth open, and as a result, I wake up and my mouth is fucking dry as hell, and it drives me nuts. And so
Close your mouth.
I'm sleeping.
That you can. I'll shut it. I'll tape it shut.
Get a-
I'll glue it.
Like a jaw sling.
Yes.
I'm sure they make those if you wrap it around.
You probably go like this.
I'd probably be snoring, honestly.
You snore with your mouth open.
All right. What's your favorite drink?
What is it, babe? What's my favorite drink?
Coca-Cola from McDonald's.
Yes.
Only McDonald's
Yes.
Coca-Cola.
Yes.
If we're going to step outside the fountain drink, then she loves the tropical mixed Sprite.
Yes, tropical remix, babe.
Tropical remix Sprite.
Because there's different ones. Yes.
Tropical remix Sprite is her favorite by far.
I like sweet tea sometimes. I used to love McDonald's sweet tea. I used to drink sweet tea all the time, and then now I'm drinking more of this now, which is weird because usually I don't drink this. You know, if nobody knows what this is, it's water. So, or
I think it's safe.
I go through a jug of orange juice. I could at night.
I think it's safe to say that Amanda's a little beverage bipolar.
I am. Okay, so back, God, what year was this? When we lived in the fourplex, like next to Chris and Michelle and Dom and all them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what year that was, but I drank Dr. Pepper by the goddamn case. Sorry, Mom. I did not mean to say
By the gosh darn
sorry
truckload.
She will watch this and she will message me or say something. Anyways, okay. I used to drink Dr. Pepper religiously. Like, it was a 12-pack almost a night. Yeah. It was bad. And then one day I was like, this is disgusting.
And still, to this day,
I can't.
Fucking
the smell
12
of it.
years later, she cannot taste.
The smell of it.
No.
Remember when we went to McDonald's so I could get a Coke?
And they
give me a Dr. Pepper? I go, this is not Coke. I'm going. And then I went. Usually I have him go inside and deal with crap. I was like, no.
She dealt with it. That's when you know there's an issue.
Yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
No.
It was bad.
So, yeah. Okay. I don't really drink alcohol. If I do, I love taking shots of tequila. That's my favorite. I love tequila shots.
Otherwise, you'll drink like a Bahama Llama or a...
No, it's a Malibu rum and pineapple juice. That's my drink. Anyways, what is your favorite song at the moment, baby?
At the moment?
I have two.
Yeah, I probably have two. So at the moment, probably 16 by Highly Suspect.
Yeah.
And you guys should look this one up. The song's called Annie Can't Look After Herself by the Capulets.
Yep, and you have one more.
What's the other? No, it's not my favorite. It's not. I didn't say it was my favorite.
What?
Whisper in my ear. Move on.
No, tell me.
No, I don't. Just go. What's your favorite song?
My two favorite songs. I don't know who they're by. Okay, I'm down for Sam Smith. I love anything Sam Smith does. My two favorite songs would probably be oh my god, I don't know what they're called.
Shame.
It's that one that goes do 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 do. Trampoline by who?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Do, 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 do.
I don't know. If you know who it is, drop in the comments. Out of our two,
she like whistles it. I don't remember that. I don't remember what the name of it. I think it's Trampoline by something. Mm-hmm. And then there's one other. It's kind of a sad song. God dang it. This is when I hate when I don't know the artist. Anyways. Or I can go down with some, is it Dan and Shay? That song. Oh my God, I'm horrible at this.
I've really put you on the spot.
No, not Breathless. Remember that song that comes on all the time and I turn it up and you're like, I hate it. It's like a country song. And I say tux instead of white dress.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know who's saying.
Okay, anyway, sorry. Moving on.
Yep.
What would you or have you named your children? We got a few names picked out.
We talked about Quentin for a long time. We really like Quentin.
Yeah.
Not anymore, probably. Yeah.
I like Dexter too.
Dexter would be cool.
I thought there was another one. A girl's name I do have picked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Should I say it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first name would be Everly. And it would be Everly Downs. I picked Everly because, I don't know, it's really pretty. It's unique. I've only heard it once.
Mm-hmm.
The Lee I like because it'll represent my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dawn is obviously your mom's middle name.
Right.
So it just fits. Everly Dawn.
Mhm.
I like it. Did you have any other like girl names that you liked?
No.
I wanted my kids' name to be Honesty Lynn and Kaden Gray, but I already have a Kaden in my family now. Have you participated in any sports?
Middle school and freshman year football. After that, no. I didn't want my high school career to be about just football, and I could see it going that way. And I was like, I just kind of want to work and make money and have fun. So that's what I did.
I had no sports. I did no sports. I would have loved to have done volleyball. That'd been fun. What's your favorite book? I'm not really reading any books right now.
Not right now. My favorite all-time poem is Invictus.
My favorite books would probably be the Scary Story book. Matt, actually, this is how fucked up I am, okay? Sorry for my language, but Matt sometimes reads me bedtime stories.
If she's going to sleep before I am, she'll ask me to read her a story. And so the book
and they're scary stories.
Right. The book from our childhood is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes.
The one they just made a movie about.
Which we need to see. Yes, it's a movie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's out. I think it's already out.
Yeah, that's what I'll read. I'll say, okay, I'll give you 3 stories, and then usually by the 3rd story, she's out.
Yeah, I like it. One of my favorite books I'm reading kind of now. It has to do with emotions. Well, I forgot what it was called though.
Oh, I forgot to.
Anyways, what's your favorite color? Matt's favorite color is red or black.
Or blue. I'm not 12, so I don't really have a favorite color anymore.
My favorite colors are all of them.
Yeah.
Mine's a rainbow.
You're an adult, so.
Yeah. I mean, what's your favorite animal? Matt loves white tigers. You always wanted a white tiger.
Until I found out what the process was to try to get a white tiger. Now,
what's the process?
They have to inbreed them. It doesn't happen naturally. And
that sucks.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, so what's your favorite animal? It doesn't have to be exotic. You can
No,
say dog.
I was going to say dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like dogs.
My favorite animal is owl. I love owls. I love pandas. I love dogs. I love monkeys.
All of them.
I love all of them. All right, what's your favorite perfume? I don't really wear perfume.
No, she doesn't.
I wear like body spray sometimes.
And it changes all the time.
Yeah.
I wear Mont Blanc.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Mont Blanc.
On a scale from 1 to 10, rate your childhood.
Shit. I mean, 10.
From what age though? Because from like baby to I had a good childhood, I think. Mm-hmm. I was outside all the time with my friends. So yeah. I would say 8 or 9.
Right.
I mean, there was fucked up situations. But,
ultimately, we made it to 32 years old, so.
We survived.
Yeah.
Have you been out of the country?
Nope.
This bro never even used to travel. He's been to like 2 other places, okay? He's been to Chicago and here. I've never been out of the country either, but I have scaled around. Do you speak any different languages?
Of the Spanish language, I speak this much.
Spanish, my favorite word is pantalones. That's my favorite word. Tres. How do you say it?
Tres leches.
Yes. I can't even speak English, guys. Okay, you know this. I have trouble with my words.
A lot of slang involved.
Yes. Do you have any siblings?
Yes. Got 1 younger brother and some step siblings as well.
Okay. I have a stepsister, a stepbrother, a half sister, and a full blood brother.
What's your favorite store? Dollar Tree or Five Below.
Dollar Tree or Five Below. That is correct. Or the pet store.
Yep.
What about yours?
Probably.
He likes Kohl's and
no, I don't.
Or J.C. Penney's. He's an old man.
No, I was gonna say probably my favorite stores are gonna be what was that place they just took out of the mall? Earthbound.
But it's in the Commons.
Yeah, I know.
There was one in the mall?
Don't you remember when we first moved down here?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, we used to go to Santa Rosa Mall and there was one there.
Oh, no, I don't even remember that. Dang.
Yeah, I'm surprised. We used to go there like all the time.
I don't remember that.
Earthbound and GameStop.
Yeah.
Favorite restaurant?
Will you go? Stop going so fast.
Okay. Go
We
ahead.
still have 10 minutes, bro. We're going to argue about this later. All right, my favorite restaurant. Not because I work there, but I love McGuire's. Their steaks are the fucking shit. If it's not McGuire's, I love Magnolia Grill. That's down here. They make homemade Italian food. Oh my god, it's to die for. See, I can't even speak English. I think that's it.
My favorite restaurants would probably be.
I had another one.
Go ahead.
New Dragon.
Oh yeah, New Dragon Chinese buffet.
It's the only buffet here.
That's worth a damn.
Yeah. There's 2 buffets, but there's only one. Back home, there's like 20 buffets everywhere on each corner.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what's your favorite? You like McGuire's too?
Yeah.
Is that one of your favorites, or he likes what's that Euro place?
Oh,
That Greek place.
I've already forgotten.
See?
Yeah.
He loves Greek food. He loves Euros. Those are his favorite.
Yeah, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah, Yardbirds.
Yep, Yardbirds.
Sorry, that was a weird.
Yardbirds fried chicken would probably be numero uno.
Okay, did you like school?
No.
I liked school for my friends. That was it. I got to see my friends. I don't know. I used to skip 2 hours, 2 different classes, or 2 classes that were like into, like 5th and 6th hour. I would skip, and I would go straight to the library, and we would play Presidents. Who remembers Presidents?
I remember.
We need to play that game.
Yeah.
For game night. Anyways, yeah, I would go to the library all the time. I did not like school other than hanging out with my friends.
Right.
I was awkward. I was the shy, quiet kid. Didn't say much. Wore the same jacket every day.
I was not the shy, quiet kid, but I hated school. I didn't like this.
He got in trouble for being on his phone once.
Oh my god.
The teacher took it away.
I don't. That's another story, but I don't deal well with authority, and I don't, especially back then, I didn't deal well with like adolescent just dumb behavior.
Right.
And I just was not a fan of high school at all.
Who are some of your favorite YouTubers?
GMM, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link.
Yep. I have a couple. I used to watch Shaytards all the time. Charles Trippy.
Mm-hmm.
Now I watch Ellen Fisher. She's a vegan. She's the one that I'm always like, I want to become vegan because the food looks so good. I watch Ellen Fisher and Jeffree Star.
Mm-hmm.
I always watch Jeffree Star. And I thought there was another one, but I can't. I don't remember. What's your favorite movie? Anything Tim Burton is my favorite movie. I love Tim.
Yep,
I'm wearing my favorite movie right now. I just realized it.
I'm wearing the shirt, my favorite shirt I bought from Earthbound.
Earthbound?
Earthbound.
Earthbound.
Earthbound. That's where I got it.
Earthbound.
My favorite movie. Everybody gives me slack because
Slack?
Yeah, like gives me grief. Because
Shit. Everybody gives you shit.
Everybody gives me shit. Sorry, I was trying to be PG, and this channel is not PG.
It's totally said fuck like 3 times.
Yep. My favorite movie still to this day is American History X. Every time I watch that, I get something more out of it. It's not just obviously it is about racism in America and culture,
but you learn shit
and poverty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of life lessons in there. There's a lot of fantastic quotes.
Acting.
Yeah. And it's a phenomenal.
I agree. That's probably I guess another one of mine would be I love Pulp Fiction. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that's another legit. Like I always watch Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Or Crap.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Crap?
No, I've seen.
He also likes The Grinch, but only the 1970 something.
1960s.
60, yeah. The really old cartoon one that's like 15 minutes long.
The Jim Carrey version is not.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, it's not great.
What are some of your favorite TV shows? We love watching LAPD Live. Is that LAPD?
Live PD.
Live PD. Live PD. We love watching Live PD. We love watching Friends. Yep. We watch Friends. Like we have rewatched Friends. We're on episode or season 4 now, I think.
Again.
Yes. We like a lot of documentaries.
Yeah. I would say that's typically what's on the TV at night is If it's not a movie, it's usually a documentary about something.
Yeah, or Friends.
Or Friends.
I fall asleep to
It
Friends.
just depends. Do we want to be tuned in, or do we just want to have some background noise and talk and be on our phones?
Right,
and
which
whatever.
that's what Friends is pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, I like watching the trashy shit. Like I like Jersey Shore, The Challenge, all the Real Housewives, hip hop, loving hip hop. Me and Matt actually watched Kate Plus 8 on Dates or something like that. He watched it with me.
I know I'm not alone here. When I say dudes, you know that your wife's gonna watch the Real Housewives or the basketball drama bitches of whatever. I don't know, but at some point we're gonna get in front of the TV and we'll be watching it with her, with your partner, and you'll be like, "This bitch,"
right?
And then you're gonna get that look from wife. She's like,
right. He goes along with me.
Yeah.
PC or Mac?
PC.
Now, Samsung or iPhone?
Samsung.
iPhone.
What?
Just kidding. I just wanted your reaction. Matt would divorce me if I became an iPhone user.
Yeah, fuck Apple.
Okay. What phone do you have?
I have
Google
Pixel 2 XL.
I have Google Pixel just small.
The regular version.
And I like it that way. Matt's phone is way too goddamn big. If you have not seen it, it's huge. It's like this when I'm holding it.
And I like it that way.
Mine's like this. How tall are you?
I get to see the comments streaming in about a joke off that comment. How tall am I?
What, this and this?
Yeah, how you like it small. Anyways,
Chris said you should watch Big Brother. Last season had a guy that reminds me of Matt. Oh God.
Strikingly handsome and insightful.
Or like this.
Godlike. I don't think that's what he means.
Okay. How tall are you?
6'2".
That's a lie. He's 5'11".
I'm 6'2".
I'm 5'3".
Mm-hmm.
And a half,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. Do you have any pets? We have one. His name is Thor. That's the only one Matt claims right now.
Right now. Yeah. Thor is...
We have Thor. He's 9.
He's our newfie.
He's a big goof. Well, here, bring him in real fast.
I don't think they'll be able to see him.
Yes, they will. On mine, they will.
Thor.
So if you want to see Thor, come on Happy Hours page, and you'll be able to see Thor on the feed. Here, Thor, over here. Come here, big puppies.
There's that Thor.
There's Thor.
Yes.
See, they can see him. This is our baby.
Yeah.
He's very good. Like, he is the best dog ever.
Yeah, the best animal I've ever owned before in my life.
Look at my ass. Look at my ass.
He listens really well. He protects us. He's just an amazing animal.
Yeah. He's half lab, half Newfie. He's a sweet boy. We also have...
Go. Oh, sorry, but
As you smack him. That's why he's good. He gets hit a lot. No, I'm just kidding. We also have Loki. He's a 7-month-old pit. He will be 8 months on the 14th. Look at Thor. He's like, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going.
It's like now that
he
I'm
wants to go under the table, but our feet are already over there. Oh, he laid down. Anyways, we have Loki. He's almost an 8-month-old pit. He's so cute, but he's an asshole. Okay, he's Lucifer.
Yeah, he's going through this thing where he's trying to eat cat shit all the time.
Yeah, he's just trying to learn his boundaries. He's a puppy. I have to keep reminding him that he is a puppy. He's not Thor.
Yep.
Thor's a good boy because he's grown now. He knows what we
expect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have Tank, which I think he's 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's our fat boy cat we were talking about in this earlier in this episode.
He's like 27 pounds.
Yeah. And he is all love.
Yes. He wants to need you all the time. He's just always like.
Yeah. And you don't even have to touch this cat. Like he'll jump up next to you and just be like.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He loves rough pets. Like you have to rub his head really hard. He loves it. Yeah. And then that's sad.
What?
That we only have 3 animals. We used to have 4.
August
was our first baby.
Yeah. She was our very first animal we got together. That's why we called her August, because that's
the month we got together.
Yeah.
But she was the sweetest. Like she would jump up on Matt would come home and she'd jump up and like want him. Like she'd be like,
She'd be like, "Can I have attention?" But
Yes.
only if it's okay with you. And
she was always sweet. She was always wanting to touch my lips with her paws, but she'd do it so gentle, and she loved plastic.
Mhm.
Anyway, she actually got out of our house almost a year ago.
Yeah.
In November. I don't know exactly what happened. We had the door open. I think we were cleaning the house or doing something. Had the door open to take the trash out, and she got outside somehow. And normally she'll come back in because she's afraid of outside. And so normally she'll run back in, but this time I don't even know how we missed it. We were like, "Where's August? We haven't not seen August all night. Like, what happened?" And so we're like screaming outside, and I think one of our neighbors took her.
Yeah.
I think she got mixed up because all these townhouses look the same, and I think she went to whatever door, and they just let her in. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah, because she really was a good cat. So
yeah,
as far as cats go.
Yep. All right, that was 25. We're at an hour.
That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it's going to be up on our YouTube channel. So if you guys want to re-watch or check it out or share it to everybody else, that would be awesome. If we could start getting subscribers, like that would be really cool.
Yeah. And tell us if this is boring. Let us know if we need to do something else.
Yeah.
Be more like.
We really are open to criticism. We're just trying to keep it as relatable as possible because we're a normal couple. And we want people with normal everyday issues just like you guys have. And so that's really where our standpoint is. So yeah, the first half hour of this episode, we talk about arguments, how to resolve, prevent, move forward, and learn from. And then the last half was just some goofy questions for us again. So again, share it.
Like it.
Subscribe.
Comment. Click it.
Click it.
That's what I put. I put click it, like it, share it.
Nice.
That's what I do. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining us. Remember, every Sunday we are here at 6 p.m. We'll do different subjects. You'll know, I like to do this thing where I take pictures and then you have to guess. Oh, that picture of us going like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2012 when we were living at my grandmother's house. And obviously the subject you guys already know was arguments. So I like to do goofy little things like that. It might seem like immature and stupid, but I don't care. So.
All right. Thanks again, guys. We'll catch you next week, 6 o'clock.
Sunday. You should really do these first because we